pray for, every night and every day for. You give it all, then you give more. That's good for footy.
Wow! Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Wow! What a crowd. This is fantastic. Thank you all for turning out here tonight for the Richmond Football Club. We started a show back on the 28th of March this year, and it was Richmond, and it's very fitting that we finish up with our last show of the year, and it's Richmond. So, thank you all for getting along here in the numbers that you have. We'll have a really good time tonight. We'll talk about some serious stuff, and then we'll get into some fun stuff. Welcome to That's Good to Footy. It's the only live and interactive footy panel show going around in Australia. This is where the fans meet the players and the players meet the fans, and there's some pretty serious football panel shows out there. This is not one of them. This is seriously not one of them. Let's get our first panellist out here. He was born on the 16th of July, 1991. He's played a total of 117 games and kicked a total of 3 goals. He's in the running for the Coleman. He made his AFL debut back in 2010. He wears the number 2 on his back. Please welcome to the stage, Jalen Grimes.
We're from Tigerland, a fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland, we never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
How's that? What a worker. Your first time on the show, mate.
Yep.
Understandably, you've walked in and gone, what? and then you meet me, and then I say, we'll have a fun time tonight.
Yeah.
And then you've walked out here, and then you've been greeted by this. What's that feel like?
Oh, exactly like the weekend. It was loud as, it was full of energy and full of excitement, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, wonderful. You've got to love that. Nice response. All right. It's, not to make you feel anything but welcome, but I reckon this guy's going to get a bit of a cheer as well. Hey, our second panellist, he was born on the 7th of April 1990. He's played a total of 212 games and kicked a total of 121 goals, just a couple more. He made his AFL debut back in 2008. He wears the number 9 at the Richmond Football Club. Please welcome to the stage, Trent Cotchin.
A fighting fury, we're from Tigerland. In any weather you will see us with a grin, risking head and skin. If we're behind then never mind, we'll fight and win. For we're from Tigerland, we never weaken till the final siren's gone. Like the tiger of old, we're strong and we're bold, for we're from Tiger. Yellow and black, we're from Tigerland.
2017 Premiership captain Trent Cotchin. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here, mate.
Very loud tonight. Must be because they didn't have much to cheer about last Friday night, but
Possibly.
it's okay.
It's okay. It's okay.
What's that? That's what I like to hear, as am I.
Yes.
Very proud of the boys.
Very yellow and black. It beats through the heart. What we're going to do here, boys, normally I would kick off this show and I'd say, let's get to find out a little bit about the boys. We're going to do that a little bit later because we want to talk about the elephant in the room. It's important we get it off and so we can get on to, other serious matters, more pressing engagements. What I wanted to talk to you boys, Richmond probably got beaten by Richmond on Friday night. I would like to say it another way, but that's really probably what happened. That's the simple things in footy. I wrote down here, pressure, fierce tackling, running in numbers and pushing the ball forward. Get it inside your 50 and either mark it or bring it to ground and let the crummers do their thing. If you then kick accurate, you will end up kicking a score that will win the game. Now, that's what you've done all year and obviously leading into the finals last year. Friday night, another team did that. All of those things I just alluded to. Collingwood played your brand and style of football. Cox 11 marks and 3 goals. 2 weeks ago, he went up against West Coast. He was going under the ball. He just couldn't get his timing right. why did he have to come out and do it on Friday night and play that kind of game? He was running around like a baby giraffe 2 weeks ago. You know, he had no coordination. He just had no idea what he was doing. Whoever took him aside, and I'm presuming it was going to be Severio Rocker, that he's done something in order to say this is what you need to do to improve yourself, and he came out and he played obviously a bit of a blinder. He's 211 centimetres. How else are you going to chop, unless you're going to be chopping his arms to prevent him from marking?
Chainsaw.
Chainsaw, yes. At the knees.
Just at the knees.
I've got some friends in Carlton, they might be able to help you with that. But the Pies, like, they did have an amazing half of footy with coming off their back line. You're talking about people like Howe and Goldsack, and then you've got still Sidebottom running off the half-back and into the wing, and the ball was won, and it was just continually pushed forward with people like Treloar, Adams and Pendlebury, plus Grundy, who played, you know, pretty well out of his skin. But he was also like a bit of an on-baller. This is going to be... I'm bringing this all up for a point, because these things... I know you all know about them, right? But we need to just allude to them so we can then talk about what we need to. They then got on a bit of a roll with people like DeGoey, who kicked 4, and then you've got, you know, the same with Myerchick and Cripps. You wouldn't have suspected they were going to come out and beat you at your own game. This is the question. What actually went wrong for the Richmond Football Club?
Mostly everything, and not much went wrong for Collingwood.
Yeah.
It sounds ridiculous. People have asked how we're travelling, and in particular, from a personal point of view, you're bitterly disappointed and frustrated and upset with what happened on Friday night, because you know how close you are to potentially living out another dream. But the reality is we played really poorly, they played really well, and you're not going to win too many games. You know, to be within 21 points early in the last quarter... was flattering for us, but we still gave ourselves a chance, and we fought all the way to the end. But you know, credit to them; they're riding a wave of energy, emotion. You know, horrible for Trav Varco to lose his sister in such a tragic incident, but that can either break a team or it can also bring them together. And there's that spiritual connection that you just can't stop sometimes. And you know, unfortunately, we played a game that was much like when we played St Kilda last year, where everything seems to go their way and nothing ours, and that's just the reality of it. Unfortunately, it happened in a prelim where it's cutthroat, and there's no next week for you when you do perform like that. So, you know, I think our boys are really well aware and really confident that what we're doing is still really good, and we had a fantastic season from a performance point of view, but we'll take it hard, but also know that we're doing a lot right. We build again throughout this pre-season, and hopefully be back better and bigger.
Oh, you will be
next season.
Can I allude to the fact? Did it shock you? Was it a surprise, or was there any expectation of thinking I want to know from your perspective, did it come as a shock to you to see them play the kind of style and brand of football that you guys have always been playing?
I don't think it was really a shock to us. Like, finals footy is always that brand of, you know, highly contested, high pressure style, and must get the ball forward, which is, as you said before, we were struggling to do that. And then if you combine that with the pressure of the crowd, and, you know, as Trent said, they were really in form. We just didn't perform, and really we lost 2 quarters in a season that we'd played so well in and so consistently in. And those 2 quarters, unfortunately, were at the wrong time, and they ended our year short. So, I think, you know, structurally we were a little bit off. Contests were a little bit off, and that's all it takes to lose such a big game. Absolutely,
and it is a prelim, so it's all going to come down to that. Can we talk about Dusty? Was the injury, his corky, was it as serious as what maybe the media was speculating, but Barmy was, you know,
dismissive?
Wrong, mate. But, hey?
I think he's just a softie.
Okay.
Truth be told, it was a significant corky, and I love Dusty. We all know that I love Dusty. It was a significant corky. Amazing that he is the type of player he is and plays such a contested brand of footy and has never really suffered a proper corky. Poor Grimesy has 6 every week. And it was the first time that Dusty ever did ice baths, so...
That's true.
it's no excuse. He was disappointed in his own performance, but I don't think he was as hindered as people have suggested.
Okay.
But your preparation obviously was interfered with, and that always can be a challenge from a performance point of view. But yeah, no excuses and no blame on an injury.
No, I did it. I was saying to the people here before, I did it at the Collingwood show the week before, and it was like eating Wheat Bix with Vegemite on it. I was choking as I was saying, these are the things that, you know, if you go out, it'd be great if this could happen, and this might give you an opportunity. And I'm feeling sick as I'm doing it, you know, but that's part of what I do up here by just talking to about
Damo's
that.
fault.
You jinxed us.
Shit. Oh, dear.
We've worked it out.
Yeah, no, I'll never get out of here alive. I want to talk to you about this, boys. We have discussed it. We don't need to go over all of those things. It's not a fine-tooth comb here. What we are just alluding to is a shame that it went the way that it did, but we need to move forward from it. I say, I've got to stop saying we, because I've got nothing to do with it. But
Well, you told Collingwood how to be.
Yeah. All right. I love the Richmond Football Club.
We must be doing too many shows together because you know too much about the Richmond Football Club.
I know the Tigers will be back bigger, better and stronger. Kochi, I spoke with you about the opportunity to address this with the fans in our conversation. And I'm happy that we do these shows and give everyone a bit of a platform so that we can actually talk about and what you can tell the faithful here as to how the Richmond Football Club will look at what happened and what you're going to do. And I'm not talking drastic changes as you've already alluded to, but what's it going to take to get you boys back on the park? Are you going to be a lot hungrier now because of this? Is that? And I know I'm pointing out the obvious by even asking that question, but I want you to say it.
Yeah. Look, we had a really good meeting today as a group, addressed any sort of dirty laundry that came out of the game, but also just celebrated the year. You know, I think it was better that we lost ugly because we know that our system isn't broken. We just didn't play our system. It would have been heartbreaking to play really well and be beaten by a point. So we still walk away really confident that we finished on top of the ladder in season 2018. Didn't pan out the way we wanted it to, but we take a lot of confidence in the foundations we've built over the last 3 or 4 years, but in particular the last 24 months. And, you know, there'll be some additions, there'll be some subtractions from our list, and hopefully the powers to be make the right decisions that are going to take us even further forward, along with growth from within, which is really exciting.
Excellent. Please.
All right. Hang
Everyone.
on.
Sorry. Yep.
Everybody just stand up if you can.
Oh, okay.
Are we moving on to having more fun?
Yeah.
We've addressed what's happened?
Yeah, pretty well, yeah.
Fantastic. Just turn to the person to your left or right. I don't really mind. Just give them a little hug. Just... Yeah, Damo's there. Just a little shake. Little bit of a shake. All right, now we're going to have lots of fun because we're going to celebrate 2018. All right!
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is why he is the Richmond captain. He is a leader, a born leader. Well done, Kochi. I love it, mate. It was nearly it. I just did want to point out a couple of things to you. 4 All-Australians, 22 wins at the MCG, 1 Coleman medal and 1 goal of the year, all from the Richmond Football Club. That is what you can take. I wanted to speak with you about addition. Jack's partner, Carly, expecting a bub coming around March, sometime next year. But there's got a lot of fingers crossed that it's going to be a boy.
Could we put up with another Rewalt, though, around the club? I don't know.
Do you remember a comment you made earlier on in the year that it'd be great if there was a Tasmanian team because then you could ship Jack off?
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
We'll leave it at that. It's probably safer. How was the Brownlow medal, boys? The other night, I asked you, Trent, being the gentleman that you are with your lovely wife, Brooke, any stories to share from the night that you would like to allude to the faithful here?
No real stories. The AFL, the cruel human beings they are, they sat us next to the Collingwood table, so that was... But I embraced it. I felt like they still were looking over like we're the better team, but...
Nice. Very nice. Well done.
No stories, though.
No, okay. Just this one. I love snags. My heart is pumping at 1,000 minutes per second. And thanks to the Richmond Football Club and Stuff. Stuff. What is Stuff?
We're really unsure.
Wow.
He's as rare as they come, the kid. I may have had an inkling that he was going to win it prior, and I don't know how he was feeling. His heart was obviously going at 1,000 minutes per second. And, mine must have been going at 2,000 minutes per second, knowing that he was going to have to do a speech.
And seriously, how was it? Straight after that it was, I apologise and don't get on me straight away. It was like, mate, that was the first thing you said.
Yeah.
We got nowhere to go. It's done.
Done and dusted.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant. I just wanted to talk about one other funny thing that I saw throughout the year, and this involves you, Dylan.
Wasn't Dangerfield's jacket he was wearing, the white one?
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, that's
Apologies.
another story. That was actually just meant for the back room, not out here.
Apologies. Sorry about
But yeah, okay. Share the story with everyone here as to Daniel. It's for you.
Oh, right. Yeah. So I think everyone on this planet knows about him and Mia Favola, this romantic love that they've got going. It's young love, first love, so he's head over heels. And so we're getting ready for the game. And Trent keeps things pretty lighthearted in the rooms. I don't know whether you've noticed, but there's a fair bit of joking around and just being pretty relaxed because, we want a relaxed style of game. We don't want to get too rattled by the crowd or anything. So, we keep it pretty relaxed and there's a few jokes flying around. And walking out and I see the phone there and Daniel just happens to be standing right behind me. I think... This is too good to miss out. So I told him Mia was on the phone. He grabbed hold of it. He's like, hello? Hello? He realised that I was stitching up, so he just kept going along with it. And then the cameras caught it and the rest is history.
He's a funny little kid, that one. Yeah. I'll share a story with you. And Trent and I did a show about, I think it was 4 or 5 weeks ago, and we had Daniel on the show, and we actually asked, it's a segment that we do, and we'll do it tonight. And one of the questions in there was, could you tell me Trent's birthday? But before we'd got to that actual question, we're actually alluding to the fact that, we're all Aries, and he's 7th and I'm 17th, and we're talking about the fact that, all right, just that bit, there's a bit more to it. Sorry, for everyone else playing along at home. Anyway, the fact of it was, we just finished talking about it, and then we said to Daniel, do you know Trent's birthday? And he's like,
You know what I'm like.
Yeah. Happens in team meetings all the time. Dylan will be like, where do you want to sit up? Over here. And then next question, Daniel, where do you want to sit up? He'd be like, over there. And it's like, no, how'd you stuff that up?
So I'm glad we got that out. All right, boys, let's talk about this. It's the grand final. We're going to talk about it. We do talk a little bit of football talk on this show. We'll introduce it first.
Oh yeah, September to remember. How could we forget?
All right, boys, 2018 grand final on next Saturday, 2:30 p.m. No, we don't want to go into too much detail about it, but we will, just for the purpose of it is the grand final. It's between Collingwood and West Coast. Let's hear the Collingwood theme song. That'll do. Woo. And let's go straight to West Coast. And we're not too keen on that one either.
West Coast
Anyway, there it is.
Oh, sorry.
Not that we're barracking for anyone. Not that we're barracking for anyone.
Not at all.
Wow, I didn't see that coming. They say it's probably going to be about 13 degrees, and I think the chance of showers were quite high, but now they're just saying it could be intermittent or something along those lines. Who does this favour, but who are you tipping? What do you thought? I'm probably guessing from you. Yeah. Billy Slater. All right, we can move on from that if you like, because it's not going to come out.
They play a rematch and they play for the next 24 weeks and then round one starts and no one's a result.
Cool.
Put money on that. I reckon that have pretty good odds.
Good odds, very good odds.
I'm going to go West Coast and I'm going to go Jack Darling for Norm Smith.
Okay, great. What about a Norm Smith then?
I'm going to go the Eagles.
Yeah?
Yep.
Yeah, and Norm Smith?
Elliot Yao.
All right.
It's Yo.
That'll do. Yeah, good. Key matchups, who will win the centre clearances? It doesn't sound like it really cares, so it doesn't matter. Because if West Coast get on top in that area, they've got the dynamic duo of Kennedy and Darling. Are they going to be hard to stop? Throw in a mix with the players like Rioli, Ryan, Lacroix and Chris. 15 goals between them last weekend.
What you said.
Yeah, exactly. Let's just leave it at
It was
that.
good to watch. Don't like the demons either.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's no love lost there, is there? No. We're in and out of that, all right? Because there's no point going any further with it. Let's just leave it at that. That game, though, ladies and gentlemen, was brought to you by the Big Picture people, the experts in home cinema. 6 great locations: South Morang, Cheltenham, Fountain Gate, Hoppers Crossing, Water Gardens and the Gold Coast. I'd really love to hear Kochi sing the West Coast song again.
The West Coast Eagles.
No, thank you. That's it. Please put your hands together for the boys. Thank you. Cheers, guys. Brilliant. Wow. All right. Yeah, beautiful. There you go. What we're going to do now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to actually get a little bit involved with the boys. We're going to ask them a series of questions just to get a little bit familiar with them. And we're going to do it in a segment that we call It's My Life.
It's my life. I do what I want. I do what I want to do. My life.
All right, what I'm going to do here, boys, I've reduced the number of questions because we're going to do a few other things tonight, but I just want to get a little bit familiar with you. You get a little bit familiar with me, and then the rest of the lovely people that are here tonight. Dylan, we'll start with you. Do you come from a big or small family, and how many siblings do you have?
Do you want to know?
Yes.
Big family, 11 siblings. I get that a lot.
You shouldn't have asked.
People say, didn't your parents have a TV growing up? And I don't know what they mean yet. I haven't figured it out.
Well, and I don't either because I'm a Tasmanian, so, you know.
Yeah, it could be that.
I'm all over that. So 11 siblings. What's the split? Male, female? Because I know you'd probably jump in and go, what do you mean, Damien? It's going to be male, female. Yeah.
7 boys, 4 girls.
And older, younger? What's the split there as well?
I'm the middle.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay. Middle child.
Yeah, it explains a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. Okay. Wow. Jeez, that's a fair... All right. Kochi, you're still working it out, yeah. Talk about you. Let's...
2 sisters.
2 sisters.
One older, one younger.
One older, one younger. Who did you barrack for growing up,
Middle
Dylan?
child. I was a Melbourne supporter.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
You never knew this, or...?
Yeah, I did. I was a Geelong supporter.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, no, I hate him. I absolutely hate him now. It's okay.
Yeah.
Who do you like other than us?
Just the Tigers.
He's very loyal to the Tigers.
And Gold Coast. I feel sorry for them.
Oh, really?
Good part of the world, lots of sun, enjoyable.
All right. Now, this is going to be a really interesting one for you, Dylan, because what I'd like to know here is, does your family barrack for who you play for or another team? So if you've got 11 siblings, what's the split there?
It's about a 60-40 Melbourne-Richmond. So
okay.
my brother Jack used to play for Melbourne, and then
Jack Grimes,
he
yep.
got the arse, and half of them jumped off. So it used to be, it used to be all Melbourne except for me, but
Yeah,
now it's about half-half.
Wow. Okay. And?
They were loyal to Jack.
Yeah.
Not Dill. What?
The question was family, barrack for, mum, dad,
I don't know.
sisters.
Tigers? I think.
Really? Have you never...
The dad was Pies, mum was Blues, but
Okay.
they just love me.
Who
And Dylan.
wouldn't?
I love Dylan
What
too.
does that say about my family that don't back Richmond?
Quickly move on, Damien. What's your first memory of picking up or playing footy? So picking up a footy or playing footy, what was your first ever memory?
I started playing when I was 4.5 in the under-9s, but I think I was better at making mud castles than getting a kick. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's probably my first memory.
Okay.
I can remember I retired in my second season of playing football. It was a particularly cold and wet winter at Hurstbridge, and I just had enough, and I was like, no, I'm done. I want my Sunday arvos back.
I want to get back to normality. This is why I appreciate you guys and I love doing these shows, because the sacrifices you have to make, I could not even comprehend. It's just brilliant. What's the one thing that you love about footy the most?
Easily, without a doubt, spending Monday to Saturday with all my best and closest mates. Like second family, really.
Oh, yeah. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
You might have noticed when we played on Sundays this year, Dill didn't show up.
Could have some time off.
Oh, dear. I hope you came in separate cars, you two.
No, together, embracing it. Beautiful. Aside from that, probably the competitive nature of just trying to beat your opponent every week.
Okay, good. All right. What do you do to relax and unwind?
Well, I struggle with that. Go back to the farm and just spend time up there and turn the phone off for a bit is nice. Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've got kids.
He said relax and unwind.
What are those words?
Oh, not wind up. Nah, that's truly what gives me perspective in life most of the time. So, very lucky.
But do you get time, Kochi, just for yourself, away from Brooke and away from the girls? Are there moments where you can?
Yeah, Brooke tries to push me out the door a lot of the time, but I get guilty. So typically when I have an opportunity, I'll only half utilise it or end up doing nothing with my time. But sometimes that's what I need. It's just
He spends a bit of time in front of the mirror. Oh. Spends plenty of time in front of the mirror.
Really?
Not sure
Can't you
about
tell?
It's just natural.
Woke up like that.
Good-looking boy. I don't know what to say. Boys, do you have any movie or TV show recommendations? Anything you've been watching of late? I always like this one because the fans are here, and then when they might go, I might watch that. So is there something that you have been indulging in? Netflix,
I don't watch a
family?
heap, but I just got told by Dave Asprey to get on... have you seen Unabomber on Netflix?
No.
Anyone seen that?
Intense.
Yeah. It's about this bloke who sends around these parcels to people and they blow up.
Yeah.
It's pretty gruesome, but I've been
It's
thinking
a
about
feel-good
doing
story.
I've been
A love story.
I've been thinking about sending a few out this week to a few of the Collingwood players. But I should have done that pre-match.
I've got some numbers. All right. Woo. Trent, anything?
Yeah, mine's a love story as well. It's called Shooter on Netflix.
Okay. Yeah, all right.
Actually,
Gathering there's a theme
season
here.
3 just finished. My God, very emotional.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
If you want to look at something
it
else...
was. I won't tell you what happens because
No, don't.
in case you watch it. But
I'm only up to season 2. Check out Ozarks. Very good.
Heard good
show.
things.
Yeah.
Heard good things.
Not a bad little... Yeah, I like it too. How much time off will you now have, and when are you due back at the club? What's going to be the circumstance there for you boys?
Time off, we've got actually a couple of weeks. That's about as much as we have of fully off.
Yeah.
And then we start off-season training, which sort of just ramps up the closer you get back to returning, which will be early December. And then it's full, all systems go after
Great.
that.
Okay, cool. You're very happy about that, aren't you? Yeah, all right. You've been handed a first-class ticket to travel anywhere in the world. Where are you going?
He's already got one booked.
not first class.
Business class?
Maybe.
More
Yes.
leg room.
More leg room. Need it with the kids. I can't wait to do Europe.
Okay.
I don't know where in Europe.
Oh, really?
Probably Croatian coast, maybe.
Okay. Yep.
But I'm going to wait for that for when I'm like old, wrinkly, and hopefully don't have to work.
Okay. All right. Nice take. What about you, Dylan? First class ticket anywhere in the world.
First class? You want to pick someone far away? I was going to say like Sydney or...
Maximise the dollar.
Yeah, maximise the dollar.
Jack Rewalt said Tassie. I don't know why.
Yeah. No, I'd love to go. I've got family in UK and Ireland, that sort of thing. Bit of heritage over there, so
Nice.
wouldn't mind going and seeing them.
That'd probably
for
be
sure.
it.
Maybe over to Wimbledon.
That'd be good.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Who, in your opinion, is the most underrated player at the Richmond Football Club?
Oh,
No, I don't think so. I'm going to say...
he's going to disagree with me, but Grimesy is a genuine chance to win our best and fairest. Well, he's my best and fairest.
Yeah. Okay. You're very humble, I get that, but yeah. Okay.
I'd have to say... there's a young kid. If you do Supercoach, put him in because I really rate him. Is that Ryan Garthwaite? He played a couple of games this year.
Yeah.
He's going to be an absolute superstar for us.
Yeah, great.
He's going to be a really
Excellent.
good player.
Awesome, thank you. Is there anything that really annoys you at the moment that you want to share with all these lovely people?
Jack Rewalt.
Didn't have to think too long then.
It's a really fair point.
Yeah. You're going to jump on that bandwagon?
I'm going to go on the Jack bandwagon and call it Jack Higgins.
Oh, you've got to love snacks.
A serious one. I reckon...
Mine was serious.
There's a few free kicks I'd like to change. Some of the ruck ones I don't get.
Yep.
some of the blocking out ones, you just think, what are they doing there? I want to see like 2 big blokes just wrestling out again from marking contests.
All right, good.
People who can't drive shouldn't drive. That's my...
Okay, nice. Here's your last one, boys. Family and friends have flown in from interstate. Where is the one place that you would like to take them?
Mount Macedon Winery.
Good answer.
Very nice answer.
It's a beautiful part of the world up there.
Yeah.
Especially this time of the year. Brisk, but sun shining on the face.
Yeah.
Their Pinot's delicious.
Like a nice
Product
bottle of wine.
placement, 100%.
Yeah,
Good
very
cheese.
much so.
Really good cheese board platters. One of the finest.
Yeah, okay.
I'm finished.
Yeah, you have. You have. Was there anything you wanted to top off on that, Dylan? Would you...
No, I can't think of anything. I was thinking like, first thing, I don't know why, first thing that came to my head was the aquarium. I've never been to the aquarium. I've never been to the aquarium. I don't know why.
If you take a fishing rod there, you're guaranteed to catch
Exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah, let's line up with the rest of them. Very interesting answers. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the boys. Thank you. Well done, guys. All right. I feel better already. I'm starting to loosen up my ribs and everything's starting to, it's feeling a lot better. What I wanted to do is we want 2 individuals to come up here and participate, but we're doing something different tonight. We want 2 individuals that reckon they know a lot about Dylan Grimes from the Richmond Football Club and people that reckon they know a lot about Trent Cotchin from the Richmond Football Club. So you've got to be a little bit astute, but you don't have to be too smart either. Who would like to come up and participate? We'll introduce the segment as you make your way up. Just pull up on that side. It's called What About Me? Louis
Steve.
and it was Stephen, was it?
Yeah.
Stephen.
Steve, why's your name? Why's your top say Tex?
Oh, because that's my nickname.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Ask me why.
Thought he was a fan of Tex Walker.
No. Ask me why.
Now,
Why?
Because when I started at my work, I walked in, I'm only 5 foot nothing, and the bloke said, have a look at that bloke, he's as big as Texas. And it stuck, 35 years.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
sometimes the strangest names come out of the strangest places. Now, Tex.
Tex.
Right? Are you happy if I call you Tex?
Absolutely.
Excellent, wonderful. So
Just don't
Tex...
follow it with Walker.
No, we won't be going anywhere near that, don't worry. What I wanted to ask you, Tex, do you think you know more about Trent or do you think you know more about Dylan?
I'll go with Dylan.
You'll go with Dylan, so I want you to swap seats then. And Stephen, we'll get you over...
Louis.
Louis, we'll get you over this side. And you're now going to be playing for Trent. All right? So what I'm going to now ask you is, who would like to go first?
Go on.
All right, mate.
Yeah, Tex, you're going to be first.
You, Tex, here we go.
All right. So what's actually going to happen here, mate? I'm going to be asking you a series of questions, and then you just have to answer them. It's really that simple. You don't have to buzz in. You just have to answer the question. And
Don't stuff it up.
And if you get it right, what's going to happen here? Dylan's going to be turning over the score paddle, and whoever has the most right at the end of this segment wins the prize. It's really that simple. So, are you ready for your first one, Tex?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, here we go. Dylan's middle name is William. Is that true or false?
True.
False.
False. Just checking. Yeah, just making sure. It's false. So, what you've got there is 1 point. All right? Well done.
Is that good?
Well, you said his name is true, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not. It's false. So he gets no point, right? So there's no point there. All
Got
right.
it.
We're all clear? This is working really well. Woo! Here we go. Dylan was born in Panton Hill, Victoria. Is this true or false?
Well, he's from Hurstbridge, so I suppose that would be close enough to true.
True.
And it would be true. There you go. Wonderful. You're off the mark.
Congratulations.
Dylan's birthday is the 16th of July. Is this true or false?
Well, you said it earlier. Somebody's in July.
To you, though.
True.
You do.
True.
True it would be, correct. Dylan's AFL debut was in round 22, 2009. True or false?
False.
Okay. Do you reckon you might know when it was? Just for curiosity?
2012?
No. It was round 22, it was 2010, but you got the question right.
True.
Well done. Dylan was a Rising Star nominee in 2012. Is this true or false?
He got one. Yes, true.
Yeah, it is true. Well done.
True.
Dylan was named...
Yeah, sorry, did you get 1 or 2? Somebody got 2. No, sorry, I got it wrong. That was Duncan Callaway. He got 2.
Don't make me take the microphone off your Tex. Come on, mate.
Speak when spoken to. Thank you.
Dylan was named in the All-Australians squad in 2018. True or false?
In the squad of 40. That was true.
It is true. Well done. Very good. Dylan played his junior footy with Hurstbridge. True or false?
True.
Correct. It is true. Dylan is the older brother of Jack Grimes. True or false?
False.
Okay.
Younger.
He is. He is younger. Well done. Dylan's first AFL game was against Adelaide. True or false?
I'll say false.
Okay, you'd be correct. It is false. Do you know who it was? Don't give a shit.
Collingwood.
Close enough. Port Adelaide.
So the Magpies.
Dylan is a co-owner of a winery in Mount Macedon. Is this true or false?
True.
It is true. There you go. You finished up with a grand score of 9. Well done, mate. Not bad. What I'm now going to advise you to do, Dylan, is if you get a friend request through text on Instagram, delete it. He is a stalker. All right. Now, here we go. Here's your turn to now go with Kochi. Are you ready to go?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Trent's middle name is William. Is this true or false?
True.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is true. Well done. Trent was born in Mornington, Victoria. True or false?
False.
It is. False it is. Trent's birthday is the 7th of April. True or false?
True.
Correct. It is true. Trent's AFL debut was in round 8, 2009. True or false?
False.
Okay, it is false. Do you know when it was?
2008.
Very good. Round 8, 2008. Well done. Trent has won the Jack Dyer medal 4 times. 2011, 2012, 2013 and 2014. True or false?
True.
False. He's only won it 3 times. He didn't win it in 2013.
Should have been 4.
I put that in there for that reason, mate. Trent has been an All-Australian twice. True or false?
True.
False.
False.
Only once. Bad luck. Trent has been Richmond's captain since 2012. True or false?
False.
It is false.
It's false.
Do you know when it was?
Wasn't it?
No. Other way.
Go back one.
Yeah, leave it at that. 2013, you've got it, don't worry. Trent used to have a poster of Brett Delidio on his bedroom wall. True or false?
True.
It is true.
I know. Not proud of that one.
Put that one in there for that too. Trent played his junior footy at West Preston Lakeside Football Club. Is this true or false?
True.
It is true. Well done. And here's your last one. All right, flip it over. You're on 7, so... Trent's first AFL game was against Geelong. Is this true or false?
True.
It is true. Well done. You finished up with a score of 8. You unfortunately are not our winner, but Tex, guess what? You don't have a name of Walker, which makes you a winner. Well done, mate. What's going to happen here is, bad luck, Louis. You get to take home a merchandise pack. Enjoy that. Put a can of Coke or something in that one. And look, they're all yours, all the vouchers. So there's vouchers to go to Cheesecake Shop and off to the Comics Lounge and give some kids off to the Wet and Wild water slides and all that sort of stuff. So enjoy. Thanks, boys. Thanks very much for playing. Cheers.
Tex.
Tex.
You can walk her back to your seat now.
Dad jokes.
Oh, dear. Can we start the... Oh, wow. All right. Thank you, mate. Well done.
I'm a dad. I'm allowed to do that.
No, you are
do.
not.
All right. We're looking for 2 kids. Who wants to come up and play? 2 kids. 2 kids in the room. All right. Hannah and Jackson, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be keeping score down the front here. The way that this one actually works, I'll introduce the segment and then I'll explain to the boys how it goes. It's called Say My Name. So the way that this one works, boys, is I've got a sheet here with every single Richmond player from the 2018 players list. I'm going to be calling out their number. I want you to give me their Christian name and their surname in 45 seconds to see how many you can get right. These 2 lovely kids down the front are going to be keeping score.
I'm not real good at this.
Me either, so that's okay.
So, who would like to go first?
Dylan.
Dylan would. Wonderful.
Would I?
No, I can go first. I'll go first.
You will?
Yeah,
okay.
I'd love to.
All right,
It'd be
wonderful.
my pleasure.
All right, so Hannah.
Get your hands ready.
Yep. What's going to happen here, my dear, is Trent's going to be shouting out the appropriate answer. When he gets it right, you'll hear this word, correct, with that bell. As soon as you do, you just flip that over. As many times as you hear that, that's what your score will be. And Jackson, when it's your turn, you'll be doing the same thing, okay? All right, here we go. Your time will start with your first one. Number 1.
Nick Foston.
Correct. Number 22.
Josh Caddy.
Correct. Number 23.
Kane Lambert.
Correct. Number 2.
Dylan Grimes.
Correct. Number 5.
Brandon Ellis.
Correct. Number 6.
Dion Prestia. I don't even know why that happened then, but...
Quick. Sean Grigg?
Sean Grigg, yeah,
right. Number 7.
Dan Butler.
Correct. Number 33.
Camden McIntosh.
Correct. 34.
Jack Graham.
Correct. 35.
Nathan Broad.
Correct. 10.
Shane Edwards.
Correct. 29.
Shea Bolton.
Correct. 30.
Reece Conker.
Correct. 15.
Jaden Short.
Correct. 16.
Luke McGuan. Sean Hampson, he's not there anymore.
Correct. Number 45.
Tyson, no.
Patrick Nace, for those playing along at home.
Nace.
How'd you go, Hannah? 14. Wow. Okay. I doubt you'll be getting a Christmas card from Greer, though.
I honestly don't know why I was thinking that. Far out.
Yeah. All right.
Who was before it?
Sean Grigg.
No, before that.
Oh, before that was Brandon Ellis. Yeah.
Doesn't explain anything.
No. Still leaves us very short.
Yeah.
All right. What we're going to do here, Jackson, are you ready to go? You're going to be keeping score now for Dylan, where your time will start with your first one.
Okay.
Here we go. Number 45.
Patrick Nash.
Correct. Number 46.
Ben Miller.
Correct. Number 47.
I'm getting the hard ones. Ivan Soldo.
Yes, correct. Number 17.
Dan Rioli.
Correct. Number 18.
Alex Rance.
Correct. Number 21.
Jacob Townsend.
Correct. Number 28.
Jake King. Jack Higgins.
Yes, correct. Number 8.
Jack Rewalt.
Correct. Number 9.
Trent Cotchin.
Correct. 31.
Oleg Markov.
Correct. 32.
Corey Ellis.
Correct. 3.
Dion Prestia.
Correct. 4.
Dustin Martin.
Correct. 25.
Toby Nank Curtis.
Yes, correct. 26.
Anthony Miles.
Correct. 27.
Sam.
No, not that
Counts.
last one. No way.
Score. One more.
What do we got, Jack?
So how we go, Jackson? Is that 13 or 14? 13, was it? 13.
Yes!
Not bad. That was good. So we do have a winner. Hannah, guess what? It's you. Yay! All right. No, you'll be right. It's all yours, Hannah. Congratulations. Jackson, guess what, my little friend? You don't go home empty-handed. Come up here.
I knew
Right.
Jackson.
What's in there is a voucher to the Cheesecake Shop. So guess what? You can go and get your own. It's all good. And on top of that, there's a merchandise pack for you. Don't be upset. It's all good. You did really well. Thanks, Jackson. Good on you, champ. Thanks, Hannah. Thanks, Jackson. Just like Friday night, unfortunately, there's not always a winner, but we love that it happened that way.
Yeah,
Jackson, you'll be good. Don't worry, you're going to get your Cheesecake Shop and you've got a nice little merchandise pack there. Hannah, well done. Everyone's happy, I hope.
Sorry,
He's
Jackson.
overwhelmed. I am too, mate. I know what it's like.
Sorry,
Don't worry
Jackson.
about
It's
it.
the second time I've cost you this week, mate. I'm very sorry.
All right. You said we were going to have laughs, no tears, all right? Let's get on with it.
I just got a text message off Dusty and he said to say hello to Jackson, so
Oh,
it's pretty
not
cool.
bad. Not bad. What we're going to do here, this is our segment actually called Simply the Best.
You're simply the best.
So, pull up a seat. Pull up a seat. Who have we got here?
Luke.
Luke. Hello, Luke. And?
Mick from Western Australia.
Mick from Western Australia. All right. We like that, mate. How did you find out about the show?
Some on the Richmond supporter page on Facebook.
Oh, good. And have you seen it before?
I actually have.
And you still came? Wow. Wow. That's awesome.
Can I just apologise first because I've been to 2 Richmond games this year,
Okay.
West Coast,
Right.
and Friday night. My fault.
His fault.
That's where the blame should lie, not here.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, all right. Thanks, Mick. Thanks for turning up. Well done, guys. What's actually going to be happening here, the boys are going to be keeping score for you two, all right? So the way it's going to work is, now that I've introduced the segment, is we're going to get you guys to actually call out your name. Your name is your buzzer. So, Luke, if you could test your buzzer, please.
Luke.
Well done. And Mick, if you could test yours.
Mick.
Their buzzers are working. It's fantastic. Can I get you both to swing around and face that way? And I'm going to ask you a series of questions. The first person that can identify the question, buzz in with your name. The boys will keep score and we'll see where we go to from here. All right? Are you ready to go, boys?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Here we go. How many premierships has your club won?
Mick.
Luke.
Mick.
11.
Correct, mate. Well done. You're off the mark. How many times has your team played in a losing grand final?
Luke.
Luke?
10.
No. Did you want to have a go, Mick?
Say 9.
No. 12. Bad luck. No, the score. Who is your team's captain?
Luke.
Mick.
Luke?
Trent Cotchin.
Correct. Well done. Who wears the number 7 at your club?
Luke.
Luke?
Dan Butler.
Correct. Well done. Closest to winning 1,000 here, boys. How many members does your club currently have?
Luke.
Mick.
Luke?
100,034.
It's within 1,000. It's 100,718. We give you the point. Well done. And actually, well bloody done, Tigers. 100,000. Absolutely brilliant. Where did your team finish on the ladder at the end of the home and away season this year?
Luke.
Did
First.
Mick? I thought it was Mick. Yeah, Mick.
First.
Yeah, well done. Yeah. There we go. I was going to make sure your microphone was still working there, mate. How many games did your team win this year at the end of the home and away season?
Luke.
Luke?
18.
Correct, it is 18. What year did your team last win a grand final and who did they play?
Luke.
Ooh. Luke? Luke, show of hands. Mick? Sorry. Your mates, yeah, no. Sorry, Luke. Luke?
Yeah, 2017 in Adelaide.
Yes, correct. How many points did you win that grand final by?
Luke.
Luke?
48.
That would be correct. Well done. All right, Mick, here's where you come into your own. These are worth 2 points.
Okay.
Who was your club's leading goal kicker in 2017?
Luke.
Mick.
Luke.
Jack Rewalt.
And for another point, how many goals?
52.
Do you want to have a go, Mick? It's incorrect, Luke.
I reckon it would be 48.
No, the other way, mate. 54.
Okay.
Bad luck. For 3 points, who was the last Richmond player to win a Brownlow?
Mick.
Mick.
Trent Cotchin. Trent Cotchin.
I love the way, the enthusiasm when he said it. I'm going to give him a point.
Yeah.
And then take one off for being a dickhead.
See, going to a West Coast game and Friday night's game wasn't your only mistake this year, mate.
I'm still shell-shocked.
You must be. Let's go with back to you, Luke. And I'll just finish the question. Who was the last Richmond player to win a Brownlow? I want 3 things: the player, the year, and the amount of votes.
Dustin Martin, 2017 and 36 votes.
You got all 3. Well done, mate. And for your last question, worth 2 points, who won the Norm Smith medal in the 1980 grand final?
Luke.
Luke.
Kevin Bartlett.
Correct. And for another point, how many goals did he kick?
7.
He's a champion. Well done, mate. You've done it. All good. Total score of 12. There's our man right there. Good on you, champ. You did very well. Mick, you're a champion as well.
Thanks, mate.
You've got a merchandise pack. Okay? Probably guessing you've had enough beers, so... No, you'll be right. That's all good. Well done for you. And there's all the vouchers for you, Luke. Congratulations. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much. Thanks, boys. What we're going to do there, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to tell you that segment was actually brought to you by the Cheesecake Shop, the nation's most loved cheesecake, and poor little Jackson's still getting over that one from down the front. But it'll be okay. We'll look after you. I'll get you a football or something at the end of the show, mate. What we're going to do now, how about 2 other kids? Who would like... While she's doing that, we'll introduce a segment. It's called Knowing Me knowing you.
Knowing me, knowing you. There is nothing.
What's going to be happening here is when I introduce the segment, which I already have, I'm going to ask these boys a series of questions. Those questions, you can just leave that there, mate. That'll be cool. The boys, it's basically just going to see how much attention they've been paying to the show, all right? So each time that they get one right, what you have to do is just flip over the paddle. That's all you have to do in order to play this show, all right? Or play this segment. I'm going to start with you, Dylan, because
Bring it on.
Trent was gracious enough to volunteer to go first in the other one. What happens here is I'll ask you a series of questions, 10 of them to be exact, about Trent.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, and then you've got to answer them. If you get them right, Taya down the front here is going to be turning it over each time you get one right. Then we'll switch it over to you, my little friend Charlie, and we'll do the same with Trent. So here is your first question about Trent Cotchin. How old is he?
28.
That's correct. Yeah.
Correct, all right. If you don't like the answer, by the way, boys, you don't have to award the point. It's totally your call. Makes things quite interesting. What is his date of birth, month and year?
Month and year, not day.
Month and year.
April 1990.
That is correct.
Okay, there you go. Who did he grow up barracking for?
He was Geelong.
Okay,
But he
well
hates
done. All right. So 3 points, Taylor. He's going very well here. What's the one thing he loves about footy the most?
What did he say? What junk did he spin? Yeah, just he enjoyed the team aspect, but he loved the competitiveness.
Oh, that is perfect.
Great. All right. Do you know what, if anything, annoys him the most in life?
Jack Higgins.
That's correct.
There you go. All right.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No, well, we have to for this segment now anyway. How many brothers or sisters does he have?
2 sisters, 1 older, 1 younger.
Beautiful. Doing pretty well here. Just cleaning up.
The perfect score.
Yeah. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
121.
Oh. Wow. Yeah. Spot on. 121. Fantastic, mate. How many games has he played in his career to date?
208.
Me not know.
Nah, 206. 9, 11, 12. 12.
Way off. Way off.
212.
Way off.
2012. Very good. Yes. Yeah. Congratulations.
That's a lot. Good going.
212. Yeah. Well done.
That was wrong.
Yeah.
Yes?
No, it was right. It's 212.
Told you.
Yeah. What was his first memory of
I've
picking up?
played more than that.
No.
Well, your stats are wrong. Someone get a live Google up, please.
No, it's done. What was his first footy memory of picking up or playing footy?
He was making mud piles at his local footy ground.
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah, good. All right. So he's still going very well there, Taya. Very good indeed. Now, for your last question, if you had to describe Trent's ideal day, what would it be?
I don't know if we asked this question, did we?
Oh, well.
No, you
All right,
didn't.
but it would
Get over it then.
It would start off. Waking up.
Probably.
It's a good start.
That's a good start.
He'll either have, he's going through a phase, he sometimes has a strong latte, but recently he's been having a strong cap. Takeaway.
I like the detail.
He'll have chili scrambled eggs for breakfast. Get a takeaway coffee.
I wouldn't have
Normally, no, poachies on multigrain.
Yeah, probably.
I was going to say, yes, you do.
Yeah.
Takeaway coffee into time with the kids, lunch with the kids, afternoon with the kids. Kids go to bed, time with Brooke, and then maybe a glass of Mount Mason Winery Pinot Noir before he goes to bed.
Very nicely. Very nice.
He nailed it. Yep, he nailed it.
He nailed it.
Yep.
So we have a score of... Wow.
That's a
Like
good
I answered
number.
way more.
I thought he got them all.
Well, no, he missed one.
Oh, yeah.
My
that's
games. Games played.
Well done. Yeah, good. 9. Score of 9. You need to make sure that he can get a better score than 9. He needs to get a perfect
Probably
score
isn't
of 10.
going to happen, Sunshine, so...
Yes. Here we go. Let's see how this goes then. How old is Dylan?
27.
Correct.
Correct. What is his date of birth, month and year?
July 91. 1991.
Correct.
Correct.
16th.
Okay. Who did he grow up barracking for?
Demons.
Correct. All right. What's the one thing he loves about footy the most?
Oh, he loves the camaraderie between the teammates, and he spends from Monday to Saturday and doesn't show up on Sundays.
Well,
It's a beautiful thing.
I enjoyed the camaraderie right up until now, so that is actually incorrect.
I'm only there on Sundays, that's why.
Everything has its limits?
Yeah,
I guess.
absolutely.
Okay, all right. Do you know what, if anything, annoys him the most in life?
We said Jack Rewalt, and then he said that the umpires just need to put their whistle up their
Pocket.
and let the game be played. He wants to see big blokes just go at it.
Good answer. How many brothers or sisters does he have?
38. No. 11.
11. Can you name them? No.
He's the middle one.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
7 boys, 4 girls.
Correct?
Yep.
Because if you don't like the answer...
No, it's
Okay.
good. Don't worry. I'll let you know.
Okay. How many goals has he kicked in his career to date?
There's-
3.
We'll keep it. Just let it go. Off you go.
Yeah, Dion Prestia, 3.
Damn it.
Yeah. All right, there we go. Okay. How many games has he played?
I don't even know this.
100 and... about 112.
No, higher. 118. No, because it was 100 against Freo last game of the year. Then we played 4, and then I missed one this year.
I'm not good at math.
Is that like 100?
123.
Something like that.
117.
Oh,
Mate, your numbers are way out.
What was his first memory of picking up or playing footy?
He was at the Blue Light Disco.
picking up.
Yeah, picking up.
Yeah.
That was what I'm talking
That
about?
was the question. Yeah, correct.
Can I go with that?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're happy with that? Yeah, well, let's go with it. All right, that's a point. Here is your last question. If you had to describe Dylan's ideal day, what would it be?
Up pretty early. He'd ask the lovely Alicia to make him an espresso coffee just up at the farm there. He'd probably pull out his notebook just to check off the list. What am I going to prioritise today? And who can help me with it? Then he'd structure up so that he knows what his staff are doing for the day and ensure that they get it done, otherwise they're... He'd then roll into a bit of work out in the open air, the brisk cold air of Mount Macedon. Bit of tractor time, maybe dig some holes, put some posts in. He'd then invite our integrity officer Steve Wyatt up there to build some stairs, trying to give him advice, and he was really irritated by that. So he'd waste a lot of time discussing that he thinks his idea is better than his, and then at the end of the day they build some stairs that work really well.
This is your ideal day.
He'd come in for some lunch. He'd have some lunch. Probably something left over from maybe a week ago because he's got iron stomach. Then he'd roll into the afternoon, a lot more of the same, maybe some cow poo, and let Gussie off to have a swim in the dam. He'd come back in as it gets dark because it's too cold up there, have some dinner with the lovely, maybe swirl a couple of Pinot Noirs from the Mount Macedon winery, and then he'd probably do some more work because he's very driven, the boy. Close the laptop, and then he sleeps.
Wow.
I forgot that he wakes up in the morning. He wakes up in the morning.
It's surprisingly accurate actually. Only thing I'd change would be that little blip in the middle with the stairs, because that was my nightmare. Those stairs took me
during
about
the
a
night.
month. No, it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I'll give him a point.
You'd award the point. That would mean that being 9 each.
All right, I get to ask him a question maybe?
Yes, absolutely. Tiebreaker. Here we go. This is between the two boys. Tiebreaker.
I like that.
You're getting the stare down.
Favourite meal?
Easy. What Brooke cooked you tonight?
Oh, it was up there. It was pretty good.
Favourite meal? Oh, this is a good challenge.
pasta?
Yeah, I'll give it to you. I was going to say ravioli, but that's close enough.
Great!
We got there.
Excellent. We got
I'm
there.
the winner.
So who's going to give the point? I don't know. Guess what? You both won.
Yeah.
It was too bloody much for me. I'm going to look after you, Taya, because you were the first one to get there, so you can take that. You take that, and I will look after you with the football at the end of the show. Thank you, Taya. Thank you very much. Here it comes around the side here. Well done, kids. You were fantastic. Sandy, if I can take that, that was awesome. Woo-wee. Sign off. This is our obviously our last show for 2018. Thanks to everyone for being part of it. Now just to read through a couple of things. Every Wednesday night we've done these shows live from venues all across Melbourne. I would like to take the opportunity to thank live at your local venues, which is all the ALH venues that give us the opportunity to come and do these shows in their venues. You get the opportunity to come and see these shows because I basically have suggested to them that I don't want anyone to miss out. I want kids to come along. I want everyone from socio-economic backgrounds. I don't give a flying. I want you to come and see them. So it's $10 for adults and $5 for kids. And we do it 31 times a season for you guys. All right? You guys are the reason that we do these shows. We've seen 5,500 people come through the doors this year. And I'll tell you what, a lot of them have been bloody Richmond supporters. And we love you. So thanks for that. But we need you guys to keep spreading the word. I had someone come up to me before and they said, oh, listen, Damo, I've been to the shows before and I friggin' love them and I've brought some more people with me tonight and I love hearing that. So keep spreading the word, guys, and come along to as many as we do next year and just keep going with it. The shows, as I said, I'm doing my best to promote it. C31 and Aurora, getting it out there on YouTube. We do it, as I said, every week, and we've done it for 31 weeks. But it's you people who can do the best job. You're the word of mouth that we need. What I wanted to do whilst I'm at that is I just wanted to reel this off. On the shows this year, we've had 3 Coleman medalists, 6 Brownlow medalists, 6 captains and 9 All-Australians. That's huge. And a lot of people say, oh, how do you get the players? And it's really quite simple. They love doing the show. Would I be right in saying that?
Yes.
I text them and they'll go, yeah, I love doing the show. We're into it. So I'm really stoked that that happened yet again tonight. Thanks to everyone for supporting us throughout the year. It's been a wonderful experience. We've loved every minute of it. We've had some fantastic people that we've met along the way. Thank you to all the players that have appeared on the shows in 2018. What you have given of yourselves and for the fans has been absolutely awesome. I want to thank the beautiful Sandy for all her tireless work. She's not only the first face... I shouldn't stamp. Yeah, please put your hands together for her. That's awesome. But she's not only the first face that you see when you rock up here all the time, but she also has got her business, The Framing Queen, so she does that sort of stuff. So if you've got any Richmond jump, I know there's a gentleman here tonight that's getting a jumper signed, which Kochi was gracious enough to do. He's going to get that framed. So Sandy looks after all of that, but then she's also got a normal job. So she's a flight attendant with Virgin and she gives up a time and then comes and does all this as well. So thanks, babe. She's contributed a lot to the shows all year. We're going to get away and have a relaxing holiday shortly, so we're looking forward to that. Please remember, if you have anything that you want framed, go and see Sandy. She's got her Facebook page. Thank you to Sam. Well done, mate. He's our sound engineer. Just to let you all know, Sam's just had a son only on Sunday night. His second child. Congratulations to Koa Mackenzie. Well done, champ. Super proud of you, mate. I love everything you've done for us this year. We've been to Ballarat, Bendigo, Horsham, Morwell, Geelong, and 31 shows in between, and we couldn't have done it without you, mate. So, well done. I love you for it. There's only 3 of us that put these shows together. It's not some fandangled Triple M or anything. It's just 3 of us. Me, Sandy and Sam. So we love doing it and we'll always keep doing it as long as you guys keep supporting us. You know, you get these nuffies and they go, oh, why do you do this show in bloody Airport West when I lived down in Mornington? We try and accommodate. I used to do these shows just as a residency, and now we try and take the shows to you and give them to you. So we come into your backyard. So we want you to keep doing that, and I'll keep doing it as long as you keep supporting us. That's all I'm trying to say. What I wanted to finish off with is, you know where and when we'll be doing the shows in 2018. You can follow us on the That's Good for Footy Facebook page or get on us on the website, Twitter, Instagram. It's all there for you to see. Photos and videos of all this year's shows are up on the website, and you can see them on the Facebook page. You can get all that stuff there. So possibly for the last time in 2018, we reckon it will be, but we'll go regional after this. So if you're looking forward to get out to some dusty shows, come along and support us and see that. Can you now please put your hands together for two of the ultimate champions that have been giving up their time tonight? Trent Cotchin from the Richmond Football Club and the wonderful Dylan Grimes. Woo!
Yeah.
It was wonderful to meet you tonight, Dylan. Last show for the year, and got the pleasure to meet you and show you what this is all about. And I hope you've had a good time. Have you?
Yeah, absolutely. This is awesome. Count me in for the next one.
Excellent. And
absolutely. As always, thank you so much for your support, our support.
Yeah.
We support you, you support us. It's all goes around, comes around. And Damo and the team, obviously, for having us on and
Thanks,
giving
mate.
back to our fans. It's fantastic to be a part of.
Thanks, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. This is normally recorded, but the That's Good for Footy panel shows would not be possible without the support of the following sponsors: the Big Picture People, the experts in home cinema, the Comics Lounge, Australia's premier comedy company, the Cheesecake Shop Made with Love. Enjoy that one tonight, Hannah, won't you? Fun Fields, Melbourne's hottest theme park, Burleigh Seacombe, the Footballs, your first stop for AFL merchandise, the Framing Queen, quality affordable framing. All I need to say now is, I hope you guys have had a wonderful time tonight. We look forward to seeing you in 2019. We look forward to seeing the Tigers get back up the top of the ladder and get into a premiership. I can't say any more than that. My name's Damien. Thank you very much. Cheers and good night. Thanks, guys.